Hey guys, this is Hawk. Welcome back to the channel and to Abiotic Factor, where we are going to be heading back to reactors today and hopefully maybe make our way to either the Gale Reactor or the Mist Reactor. I don't precisely know how to get to them, except that I have an idea, at least about the Gale one anyway. Specifically, today we're going to be trying the jetpack. I have not been in favor of it thus far because, like the jump pack, I suspected it would have a capacity of 30, and in fact it does. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to try it because, if you recall correctly, there's a dude named Hank that's trying to build a plank bridge across to the Gale Reactor, which means we don't have a way to get there. So we're going to be doing that, which unfortunately means that I don't have our shielded, our hot, our freeze, or anything like that. So I'm going to be taking along the pieces of salted honey pie that I already have. I also, by the way, I found the food trader lady. I actually went wandering through some different kitchens trying to find a knife so we could make that effigy, and she ended up being in one of them. So I ended up buying a vanilla latte from her. It looks like it has a highly caffeinated effect to it. So if I get if I get tired, we should be able to use that. Additionally, because of that, we don't have the freezer slot. I decided I'm going to go ahead and just take a soup bowl of the A&L Mega Stew along. And like I said, this is supposed to stop any active and light and heavy bleeding. So we should be able to use that. And actually, we might use that in place of the healing bandages. You might notice my inventory is very empty right now. We'll talk about that momentarily. A couple other things I wanted to talk about here. First of all, I created another Nyx Shade seed so that we can go down and get another gate key. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head where more gate chests are, and I can't immediately think of any. So I have this. We're going to at some point grab a key from Warren Bunning, and then we will have it. Yeah, so hopefully we'll find one of those that we can actually use that on at some point in the future. I might need to look up some of the locations. I know we've passed a ton of them. I just don't recall where they are immediately. Also, you'll see my gravity dampener is actually is up here in my inventory. And the reason for that is I decided, even though I really wasn't a fan of this previously, and I still may not be, I'm going to go ahead and try going without it, and that is simply because I've taken off this trinket, which is the Sigil of the Hearth, a symbol worn by the most fanatical members of the Order, keepers of the oldest traditions, which allows us to move faster in combat and your foes drop more ammo when killed. That might be a little bit devastating because I do like the additional ammo, and I always have liked the idea of moving faster in combat, and we're going to try replacing that with the actual trinket, which allows us to automatically jump higher without me having to hold the cube. That has the additional function of allowing me one more hotbar slot, but part of the reason I decided I was okay with this is because between episodes, I maxed out on sprinting. So you'll see that the perk at sprinting level 20 says sprinting speed increases over several seconds. At max speed, you can stagger any medium-sized enemy you've collided with. So specifically, the sprinting speed increases over several seconds sort of has the same effect. So whereas this required the actual, you move faster in combat, I now just move faster overall. And you can actually watch it and sort of hear it in action. If we watch here really carefully. Okay, I got stuck on something. We might need to get to a straight hallway here for me to actually demonstrate this. So let's go out here to this hallway, which is generally not occupied, but if we sprint here. There we go. Okay, you probably heard it there. There's a random lodestone fragment. It sounds like a piece of paper, and it took me a little while to figure out what the heck was going on. And it does take a couple seconds for it to take effect, but like I said, when you hear that piece of paper, you'll notice that your vision goes a little blurry for a second, and I am moving quite a bit faster. So I am hopeful that all of these things will appease me, because like I said, it would be really nice to have a secondary inventory slot. All right, so let's go ahead and put this lodestone fragment away. And we're going to go ahead and put the glitch pack away for now. We might come back to it, we may not. And I'm going to leave this here for now. Like I said, I don't have a specific location for, to put one of those things. All I need to do is fill out my inventory now, which I have up here. I put the runic crate down because this thing actually looks amazing. I was going to sit it here, but I found out that you can't really sit things on top of it. So it's up here by itself. And this is kind of like my dump chest, is kind of the way I'm looking at this. Is like when I get back here and I want to dump things off and like go to get carts in the lobby or something like that, I'll just dump things in here. But I do have to get whatever word I kind of need to decide what I'm taking along. So give me just a second. All right, guys, I have made some tough decisions, just in an effort to try to, you know, oh, I need to make another teleporter. But just in an effort to try to have more inventory space, which is gonna like a constant problem for me, as always. I am going to, first of all, I'm gonna grab this extra heart. But I'm going with not necessarily limited items. I need a teleporter. Here we go. Oh, I need, shoot. Oh, look, I got some extra staplers last. I was down to like, I think 2 at one point. It was awful. Anyway, so I've made my tough choices and my inventory looks like this currently. Let's get this charging in here. Oh, I need this stuff yet too. Shoot, I forgot all about that. All right, so then I might end up leaving maybe... Who just got electrocuted? Was it the shapeshifter? It must have been, because my pests don't, my gusses, they don't set off the trap. All right, there you go, dude. Go be your creepy, creepy self. All right, so if you see my inventory, maybe I'll go ahead and actually leave... I was gonna leave the grinder behind. I kind of like the grinder. I might leave the deatomizer behind. And we will instead take, have a slot for the vacuum gun, because that is always important to me. But you can see here, I got my 3 throwables. I got all of these, like, the food items here, which I was talking about before. The ammunition for the stuff that's on my hotbar, the both the knife and the drill I will keep with me. I'm going to be using the load hammer for as in place of the wrench, a couple healing items, and the military cot, plus the things to make a crafting bench. And then we will also need you guys, which are the teleporters to get to the different locations. Gosh, and I like taking... I run through these things just trying to make sure my videos are bright enough for you guys to see. I go through, like, the headlamps so quickly. All right, so that's what we're going to take along, plus, like, 7 of my carts. So, that is what we're going to go with, and hope that it is enough. But we're going to head out now. We just need to get back to... not the night realm. I was just in the night realm because, I was getting more night essence. Let's go ahead and get the... I think this one is the one that leads us to the, to where I have set up sort of at the tram station, I think? Oh.
These readings make no sense.
No, not quite.
Your science destroyed.
All right. At least I got out of the way before that guy decided he was gonna, like, you know, turn around and hit me. All right, so there's that stagger effect when you hit something at full speed. So, you guys, there I'm back into my full speed mode. If you guys want to see something interesting here, this is kind of fun. This is something I inadvertently stumbled across. So you ready for this? This is great. I think I'm gonna break my leg, right? There's a loading screen right there. I did that purely by accident the first time. I was like, it'll be up here by the time I get down to it. And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna break my leg. I was falling the whole way down, and then I hit a loading screen. It was amazing. Anyway, all right, we are officially back. I'm definitely at the wrong reactor place for that teleporter. So we'll probably go ahead and use the teleporter that I brought along just because, so that we would have one. Something just spawned in over there. I'm gonna go down here and I'm going to sync it to this one. So we actually, do I even need to? I do have this open. Okay. I think I've already got this set as a respawn point. So I guess we don't technically need to Well, it's a respawn point. I really probably should sink the teleport. Okay, give me just a second. There we go. Reactor's trim. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Gale Reactor that the guy is trying to get to is over past here. The Dusk Reactor, if I remember correctly. So the nice part about this, having this with the hotbar slots like this, is that I do have the ability to keep my knife on my hotbar so that when we need to chop things up, it's not such a constant juggling of equipment. Hi, Dr. Khan.
Did I mention how extremely capable you are? Activating a few more reactors? Well, I wouldn't say will be a breeze, but your track record at this stage is rather impressive.
Well, thank you.
If I didn't know you better, I'd say you should be studied when all this is
you've told
said
me
and
that
done.
before.
We're all very glad to have your help.
The battle is occurring right now. This is always entertaining to me because there's an order member that shows up here, one of the grenade launcher guys, and he starts blowing up the Mystagogue because, of course, they are opponents, and it becomes a whole battle, and I've seen them both kill each other, and it's kind of been amazing, and I've gone in the past and just taken all the spoils of war. Right now, it looks like he probably just killed the grenade launcher guy. The Mystagogue's there. And he doesn't seem to be battling anybody. I was hoping I would be able to go... This is unloaded for whatever reason. I thought I might again be able to get the spoils of war, but no such luck. All right, we need to go... I swear there's a... Oh, here we go. Ladder. All right, so there is the tram. I just came down the ladder, and we are headed this direction. So the tram comes in that way, and we are going this direction. I'm certain this is where this was, and there's... Yeah, I didn't want him teleporting after me. I really don't want his stuff, but here we go. I think that is the Gale Reactor, and if I'm not mistaken, Hank... Yep, there's Hank. So we're gonna go test out... I should actually probably figure out... I've not used this jetpack yet. I knew how the jump pack worked. Ooh, we're just going fast here. All right, let's try it. Okay. I mean, that was cool. So that was the one thing about the jump pack, it more took you straight. Like, you could jump and it would keep you on level. The jetpack, that's what I was hoping that's what it would do, and it does appear to be the case, is that actually gives you some height. Now, does it show anywhere? Oh, yeah, down by my headlamp, right above on my hotbar. So right above the load hammer when I'm on this screen, it shows the battery power of the jetpack. All right, sir. I'm not gonna lie, this is terrifying, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We're gonna try to get over the Gale Reactor. Ready, everybody? Go! Oh, God. Okay. Huck forgot about gravity. Let's check into the reactors. I don't know what happened there. So I was kind of pressing for the jetpack, like, sporadically. I don't know if at some place around there, maybe you're not able to use the jetpack. Maybe I need to check that. Instead of going up from on the level where Hank is from, maybe I need to try to go from the ground up. So let me get back there. Look how fast we go. It's amazing. Okay. We're just about back. Oh, that's interesting. It put my stuff. Apparently at the last place I was on firm ground. Let me see before we go back up there. Can we... Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. There's a cooldown on it. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but there's a cooldown on the jetpack. So you see it, there's like a little black line beside the yellow line. That filled up as orange. All right, let's get back down. So you see it just ever so slightly building up there. So I'm probably gonna have to try to do what I just did and land on that little support beam. but we'll get up there. Give me a second. Okay, we're all back together here. Let's go back down rather than... Let's just go this way. There we go. That was a nice landing. See, we can do this. All right, we're going to aim for that support again. Oh, never mind. We can do it. There's a lot of dead order people here. That doesn't make me feel the greatest. Okay. Somebody blew a hole in the wall. We cannot get in here. We need a retinal scanner for this. Okay, so... Can we get in over there? There's a mystagogue and a runic crate in there. I can see that. By the way, I got one of these guys at one point, and I did kill the drone, and I heard him screaming about his sight or his eyes or something like that. So that is actually part of his eyesight. I wonder if we can get in there, or if we're supposed to do the other reactor next. I wonder if there's some sort... I mean, there's a certain amount of linear progression here. You have to start with the dusk reactor before you can get into the cloud reactor. All right, guys. So I'm headed towards what I think is the Mist Reactor. So basically, I don't know if you guys remember, but the cloud reactor, which was the second one that we went into, we came down a hallway and it split into two sections. The one went towards the Gale Reactor, or no, wait, I'm sorry. Yes, when we were kind of at the tram station and we came down the hallway that said it was toward the cloud reactor, you had to go right to go to the cloud reactor. The other way said to go left towards the roadway. And we came partway down here and we stopped. And I said I would look at it later. This appears to be the direction for, looks like the Mist Reactor, maybe? I'm not really sure. It's very dark. I don't know where I'm going. All I know is this said roadway, and I was trying to figure out, if you look at the journal, it's not the most helpful. So here's kind of where we started coming in, and then like the tram stations here, we always took it towards the dusk reactor. And like I said, I went out towards the Gale Reactor. So we just came down, and the cloud reactors, we kind of went this way, which actually, maybe that's not, I don't know. We're just following directions now, trying to find some place to go to. There's some boxes that I'm not sure that I want. What do you have in here? You've got some screws and stuff. Well, there's a cacophonous crate. Which I can't currently get because I don't have... Where are we? I'm really confused about where we are. Hang on a second here. I don't have any keys. We need to find Marion. I do have some Symphonous heads to trade for him so that we can get some keys. I just have not found him since I got all... I need this guy, though. I was gonna say, how did he not die? To a rebar bolt. Inventory. Okay. Fine. Oh, guys, we need to take the picture of this puppy along. Perfect. I don't know that I want that computer at the moment. I did bring stuff along for crafting benches. We will be fine for the moment. QB has arrived. Is there anything else here other than just some boxes? I will take these boxes because these are made of rebar. All right, guys, there's really nothing up here. kind of liking the jetpack now that I'm using it. Not gonna lie. All right, let's see. There's a carbuncle. We're getting into trees here, which seems super strange. Guys, what the heck is that? Is that the red Xer we've encountered in the past? I hope. Zombies. There's zombies below me. All right, sir. I think he just threw a grenade at me. Okay. That was a little more damage than I wanted to take. However, it prevented me from using mugnades. Okay. So... hang on, let's check our journal. Mist Reactor is the one that's kind of like an X. I think we've made it... we've made it the entire way around. That's... the Gale Reactor's right over... okay. Yes, I remember all of this. We ran all the way down here and I found this cart. Yep, that is where the Mist Reactor is. Do you have to get up in this tree? Is this how you do this? I never even checked the tree when we were down here before. How do you get into the tree? Guys, these are important questions that I have. I mean, I could do it with the jetpack, but they probably have planned for a way for people to get up there that don't have one. Wait, why is the symbol here, too? Yeah, guys, I think it looks like the intention is that you're supposed to go through the trees to get up here, to get up to that reactor, but how would you do that if you hadn't made the jetpack, you know? Alright, guys, I'm just making my way through the trees here. I'm not sure I want all of this stuff. Gosh, I'm just not sure. It's like it's so radioactive. But I have been using it to level up my cooking. Let's just leave a cart here in the mushroom tree. We'll just leave that guy alone, because I don't want to waste any more rebar bolts. Are we going the right direction? I think so. Yeah, there has to be a way to get up here. I just don't know what that way is. God dang it. Okay, I'm sneaking. We made it past that carbuncle. Again. There's another carbuncle. I don't want to waste bolts on it. We're also hopped up on A&L Mega Stew right now, by the way. Which means we move faster. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, that became a thing. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, okay. We're having some problems now. Okay. He keeps teleporting directly to me and shooting me immediately. Good lord. The worst part is I think I need his stuff. I think for some reason, to repair spears, I think you need spears. As weird as that sounds. Okay, now I need to get back up. Oh, I didn't need to be up there. It doesn't look like it. It looks like there's a separate path on this lower section. Okay. Hang on. There's Marion. Marion, I don't have a place to set up a... All this time, there was a way up. Oh my gosh. There's a pest down there I would also like to have. I don't know if I can shoot it from here, though. Like, my knee's in the way. Yes, this is class 5. I would go back and bring the Symphonist heads for Marion, but I have nowhere to set up a station. Marion, I want to trade with you. All right, let's try to see if we can get somewhere safely that has power. Instead, we're going to go down a really long, winding blue hallway.
I was not made for this heat.
I hear a bot. Which is frightening, because I'm afraid to know what these new bots are like. Is that a water bot? You're definitely not a water bot. But I can't shoot him. Hello? He's totally gonna kill me. All right, let's try something.
Cool.
Dr. Hill cool? Dr. Hill, where are you? Are you Dr. Hill? Wait, who? What? I'll take your stapler. I found power. Is Marion out here? Hang on a second. You're joking, right? I went the whole way back to HQ and brought back a Symphonist head and Marion is gone. Bye, Vay. Alright, I'm gonna go back to HQ one more time. Get a little bit resorted out of it, but mostly I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make some root beer floats. Oh, dude, where did you come from? You were just not there. Wait, where's your talking bubble? Oh, there you are. Wait. Marion. Why can I not talk to you? There we go. Porcelain key.
Travel
Perfect.
well, my friend.
All right, seriously though, I'm gonna get some root beer floats. All right, guys, we're going prepared this time. Here we go. All right, now, first of all, let's have one of these root beer floats. That should help with the endothermic. However, I also brought along, and I apologize, it is dark. I brought along a storage crate so that hopefully we don't have to keep going back and forth for things. Specifically, I would like to put in the HQ teleporter. I'm taking along the blank one that we have, and there we go. Now we've got some extra space. All right, now, is there anything around here we would like? I kind of would like to take the lamp along. And we'll just store things here, and then we can teleport back and forth to grab whatever we would like. Is there anything in here?
Cool.
Dude, see, where is this guy? Oh. They actually left duct tape here so we could make... Yeah, so we could make an actual bench, I think. All right, Dr. Hill. You are... Where, precisely? There's the pipes. There had to be pipes around somewhere. Lower storage. I keep hearing your voice.
Fine.
What? You're scaring the crap out of me. Where are you? You're in the ceiling?
Cool.
You sound like you're over... Oh, I see you. Okay, hang on. Does this work? No.
It's fine.
It's fine. You're the dude that was in the radiation pit.
You're gonna have this sorted in no time. I mean, it's nuclear power, not rocket science. Anyone would think that you do this for a job. You're new, right? I have no idea what you do around here. Sorry, I'm just making small talk while I... Look, we'll have to catch up properly sometime. Maybe grab a coffee after we fix this.
After we fix what?
So they turned off the power in a hurry. Yeah, it could have happened to anyone, but really this is why technical decisions need to be trusted to the people who understand them best. I'm not trying to exclude anyone or sound superior. It's about safety, pure and simple. And also it should be me, the plant supervisor. It's right there in the title. Right there.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. It's been a weird couple of days, but we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost...
Yeah, where? Almost where?
Let me preface this by saying I'm no biologist. This radioactive waste all over the place, this stuff is perfectly safe, normally. However, it looks like some of the A2 specimens may have interacted a little intensely with some of the nuclear byproduct. And hey, I'm not trying to point fingers. I know they're just trying to help. But if the gatekeepers hadn't deactivated the fusion generator, I think a lot of this could have been avoided. Again, I'm no expert. Well, I am. But with the radioactive stuff, not the, monstrosities from countless anti-versus stuff.
Okay. Okay, so there's a Xer wandering around in the reactor there. There's a roadway here, which I think takes us back out to... that doesn't look the same. Roadway's what I came in on when we came from the cloud reactor. I think I just saw an Xer. Maybe I'm imagining things. All right, Turbine 1 appears to be the only way we can go. Is there perhaps a restroom around here? Because I did actually go to the bathroom before we came here, and then somehow my person has to go again already because I was eating a bunch at home because I was hungry before we came here. All right, guys, I took care of the restroom issue. I once again teleported back to base just so that it was taken care of, so we can keep going. We are now headed towards Turbine 1. I think. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. Okay, there's nothing behind there. Because, you know, that's always a concern. Alright. I would love to collect the computer monitors. They should have that liquid crystal in it. However, right now I would like to keep going. Okay, so far so good. Here's a charging station. I actually do need to charge some teleporters here. In the interim, I would like to take care of this little pest and get his carapace. Guys, this is what I don't love about these 30-slot backpacks now that I've gotten used to the 36. I've barely got anything on me, other than the stuff I've been carrying with me myself. I'm already full on space. Alright, and I would like to have all of these things. And I would like to have the... whatever these things are. They tend to have motors in them. Okay, so... I'm assuming we're using this really big thing here. Yeah, this just came... We went down that way. This was just a separate way to go. Is there anything in the supply room here? Yep. Indeed there is. There was like 3 of them. Jeez. And I'm just trying to keep them from blowing up because I want their carapace. Oh. Oh, that's a jumping puzzle. Okay, let me get their carapace here. Okay, here we go.
I was not made for this heat.
Okay, apparently our, Okay, that's what I try to avoid with those guys, and I did not make it that time. Alright, I would have liked his carapace, however, what is this? We need a transuranic super alloy. Okay. What will that do? Like, seriously, what will that do? Is there a door that's not open? Like, most of the doors are covered with these root systems, like... Oh. That is water. I was unaware of that fact. Alright. I guess we need to go back and get a transuranic super alloy. Guys, I came back to make the transuranic super alloy. I don't have blood. And I think part of that is because... Well, we made 2 of them last time because of the, trying to get the other reactor back up. And then I think I might have made one to upgrade something that I can't immediately remember. We need to repair this thing. What does this take to repair? Oh, goodness. It takes that trans whatever stuff.
If you have not already evacuated the facility, consider this your top.
Alright, guys, we are back at the Dusk Reactor, sort of. It's over there. It is already activated. The reason, of course, we are here is because we need the plutonic blood. I wasn't expecting you. And I wasn't expecting that to not be loaded. Alright. I'm hoping this guy... I need one of the big guys that is terrifying. Unfortunately. Yep. This guy. Okay, they take a little bit of time. Also, I have 0 space for any of your stuff. I'm gonna need to go put some stuff away. Hang on a second, you just hang right out there. Perfect. That actually was not too bad. I didn't realize that before, but if you keep backing up, they're not too bad. Let's see here. Let's get rid of the carapace. Let's get rid of the quills. The blood we're gonna need here. All I did was I removed the stuff that we used to make the crafting benches. I left it over at that reactor, which is fine. Transuranic super... I should really just favorite this thing. We've been using it so freaking much. There we go. Okay, now we're going to be heading back to the Mist Reactor yet again. I definitely need this guy charged, though. Okay, we are back. Let's drink another root beer float.
Perhaps I'm getting a little too endothermic.
Yep, we just took care of that for you. All right, now. The way... Maybe it opens that door? I have no idea. All right, it's through here. This is not a very complicated place so far. I'm gonna go ahead and charge these teleporters. While we go up here and put this super alloy in right here. Transuranic super alloy here. What'd that do? I have no idea what that did. It didn't seem to do anything. Alright guys, I have no idea. Literally, like, that whole turbine thing just makes a big loop, except for that section where we just put in the transuranic superalloy, which was kind of like up top, but that didn't seem to do anything. And then here we've got the actual reactor. This is blocked off. There is no keypad for the roadway except on the other side, which we can't currently get to. Then there's this lower storage, which there's a button for, but it doesn't work. What am I missing here? I know the keypad hacker required like a corrupted CPU or something like that. So I'm sure we have to find another bot, but like where else? Literally, okay. Stepping back here. We've already done this one, the Dusk Reactor. We've done the Cloud Reactor. We cannot get to the Gale Reactor because that requires clearance 6. And then the Mist Reactor we're in, but as far as I'm aware, we've been to every location available. Let me go back and check this turbine one more time. Oh. This, I saw this sign from up top there, and it said control room. I thought it was through that, which was blocked off. There's through here. Okay, hang on. Oh. We're in water. Oh. Okay, there's a way through up there. There was also... this section up here. None of this does anything. Was there anything else over here? Okay. That was uneventful. Those little guys, they are something. They take more shots than I care to admit. There's another vent button here. Spores? A weather event for spores? And I hear another pest. Where is it? There we go. Clean ourselves off in the tainted water. That has to be advisable, right? Hey, Dr. Mance. We haven't seen you in a while. Tell me something.
Dr. Mance reporting. Confirming my theory, we exposed a carbuncle to fissile material regularly for 6 weeks. As a result, the next stage of its life cycle produced an entirely new variant of the peccary, with astonishing new behaviors. The speed these creatures absorb ambient conditions and adapt is extraordinary. Almost as though they were designed for it. Mimeticism is a strange business, and many times creation has settled on the same solutions. But the more parallels I find, the more I understand its life cycle, the more uneasy I become speaking of evolution. In short, I hope I am wrong.
Volatile pest. So he basically said they introduced the carbuncle to something and it became a whole new thing entirely. Okay, which is this guy. This is designation Crucis. Okay. So it is, they consider it to be quite dangerous, which, to be fair, it does blow up when you get anywhere near it. All right, there's a button here. Reactor is jammed. That does not surprise me one bit. That would have been way too simple. Okay. So there's the platform that we were up on. There's nothing down that way. There is, however, an elevator. Are you working? I don't trust that all of these are just, like, not functional. Yeah, that was what I was worried about. That scared the crap out of me, but I wanted to test it. Okay, we're gonna go back down.
I'm just about boiling up.
Well, you're kind of out of luck now, because I've officially run out of... I've officially run out of root beer floats. That's the best I can do. You get a soda. I'm gonna doubt this is gonna work against this guy, but I guess we will try it. We're totally cheesing the heck out of this. You don't? Uh-oh. Ah! Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. I'm almost dead. It's good we got out of there when we did, because I didn't even notice I was almost dead. Whatever he's shooting at me is apparently very potent. All right, guys, we're going to try to be smart about this. I've got 2 shots per crossbow before I have to reload. The shotgun does a fair amount of damage. My understanding is that the damage says it's 18, but that is supposed to be like a per pellet thing. And I think from what I've been told, there's 9 pellets per shell. However, there's 170 damage on the Hypercross mag bow. So if I can get 2 shots in before he unfreezes, that's 340 damage. So let's go back down, and we will plan on using the crossbow. Bye-bye. Should probably reload the crossbow before we go to throw this thing. It didn't work that time. Does he become desensitized to it, or is there only a chance to freeze him? Okay. I don't think the slushy bombs are working on him anymore. I think they have it... Yeah, come around here. So we've got some corners here to work with. And I've got a jetpack. Now what you gotta do? can't shoot up here. I mean, I need his backpack, unfortunately. You know what? Here we go. That was my last mugnade. But it worked. All right, let's see. You have to be the corrupted CPU that I need, right? That is bright as heck. Heart of Corruption. Compact storage crate. He gave me a rune. Hang on. Let's deploy. Yeah, he definitely get... And merkweed. That's random. Actually, it kind of makes sense. All right. And that is regular robot oil. Okay. He gave us a rune. We can now open another runic crate, or we can make some of those new things that they gave us the ability to make. Where'd this go? Here we go. An advanced CPU corrupted by some kind of abyssal growth. That is what we need, I think, for the keypad hacker, but also something else. Which is not this crate, however... Larger system inside than out. Okay. It has me intrigued, but we're going to be making the keypad hacker first. Alright, guys. This is not ideal. However, there's one of these big guys, and I need carapace and blood. Okay. Let's get this taken care of quickly. And quickly. And I'm apparently out of ammo. At least of the... Okay, there's some carapace. Would you stand still so I could shoot you? Oh my gosh, that took forever. We're gonna have to go back now. We're just about out of slushy bombs. We're out of mugnades. We're out of 12-gauge ammo. Let's shove all of this radioactive crap in. Actually, no, that's radioactive. This is radioactive. All right, is there anything up here where that little guy was? What is... Yes. I just saw something. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's a bee's nest. I was wondering what I heard. What is this place? Okay, I definitely hear something down there. I'm going to try to avoid it, though. I just wanted to get the last couple things in this room. And then we have to go back. We'll get these things... Probably should reload. That looked like he died before I even hit him. Hatch doesn't open from this side. I will take the circuit board from whatever I broke down at the top. I'm not gonna bother the bees. All right, guys, I've gotten everything out of value out of this room. Oh, look, it's one of the little dudes that gives the carapace. Huh. They've got him in a tube. That is not... Oh, I forgot. Just kidding. I thought I had everything of value. I forgot we knocked those things down. Okay. We need to go back now, and we are going to... Well, we'll grab this thing. And we're gonna head back. This guy. And we're gonna make keypad hacker tier 6 as soon as I call back the carts. Alright, guys, I am back. Like I mentioned, I've been like just clearing out all of my inventory into the kind of this drop chest. When I go to get the carts, it gives me a whole lot more space and I have to make less trips. However, we do now have the Heart of Corruption. We should now be able to make the keypad tier 6, I do believe. Oh, can we make another? Oh, we can. Whew, I only had one of the blood. It's a good thing we had it. And of course we need keypad hacker tier 5. And we've got it. Guys, we've done it. That is creepy as heck. Look at the eyeball on the end of it. What is it looking towards? Maybe it's just random. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and put that back in our keypad hacker slot. And I'm going to have to definitely restock until next episode because I do believe... Yeah, I'm short on mugnades. I am short on slushy bombs. I don't even know that I've got any more slushies. I think I used to have some down here. I don't have any. I'm going to have to go back to the arcade. I'm going to have to do all of the things. Good grief. All right, guys, but that's going to be it for this one. So I am going to thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, feel free to like and comment. Also subscribe so that you get notified of future videos. But for now, my name is Hawk, and this has been Abiotic Factor, and I will catch you guys next time.